Oh my god. Oh, okay, there we go. Yo, what's up? Good morning. Happy Friday, bro. Holy shit. Can this week go any slower? That shit it hasn't been that slow. Hey guys, so I wanted to kind of level with you guys today. Today's gonna be more of a different stream. I think, when you kind of get into something and you're trying to finish it, especially, I think you kind of get into this mentality of like a rat race where you're just going every day, just trying more and more and more to finish it, which is awesome because I think, what is there to doing something if you're not going to finish it? And it's not to say that you got to finish everything, because I feel like sometimes, the what's it called? Not the path. The thing is better than the destination, right? Which I agree, because then let's say for example, you spend a lot of time doing something, and it fails. Well, it didn't really fail because, quite frankly, you kind of cooked, and you ended up working really hard, and on top of that, you've learned a lot, right? You've learned a lot about either the thing you're doing or the situations that will come up when you try to do it again, right? And that's the beautiful thing about like making art and like making a business and making stuff, right? Like you will never truly fail because there's always a next time. I think the moment you fail is the moment you give up. So what I want to say with that is that I want to kind of like look back and reflect, because at least for me, I don't know about you guys, but at least for me, whenever I have a thing that I'm working on for a while, sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget because it just feels like I've been putting in like a little bit of work each day. And I don't end up looking back at like what I've done, how far I've come, because that's important. You need to know that. You need to kind of have those days of reflection, because without that, you're just kind of aimlessly wandering. The game is supposed to come out on January 29th, and I think that's still going to happen. I don't think that's going to change. If anything, I'm going to start setting up the Steam page soon, very soon. So shit's happening, But I think one of the biggest things that I kind of want to like, maybe not poke fun at, but maybe point at is, this doesn't happen overnight. So it's been already like a month of streaming here. A month that has been really fun. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's been fun. It's been fun, kind of like every morning not every morning, but you know what I mean. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, waking up and then getting on. I have a rhythm. I have a whole thing I do. And to me, like, that feels good, right? Because this kind of helps me get into my work and feel a lot better than I would feel if I wasn't doing anything like this. And it doesn't have to be streaming, it doesn't have to be making a game, it could be anything, right? You can just work on something if you are able to wake up earlier, right? I use this time because I can actually, low-key for me, I can actually just safely turn off or put my phone in do not disturb for an hour, and I will actually not get disturbed. Like, I will not get messages and stuff. And it's not to say that I hate getting messages, but I appreciate the times I have to myself where I can just take a breather and be like, all right, I'm good. Yeah, so what's one of the things? So I've been working on a new script for a new video, because now I'm going to start kind of leaning towards devlog videos. I'm really inspired by like Danny, like I find him extremely hilarious, and I find his success to be very, very awesome. Not even just like money wise, it's mostly like his ability to kind of like show himself so authentically through the camera, to the point that we kind of have like a really great idea of how he is. And then on top of that, bro, like being able to just enjoy that because he's able to translate it so well into edits and into music and into like all these stuff, which is fucking sick. Like I like, quite frankly, it's fucking sick, dude. So it's something I want to do. I want to get better at, you know. And I think what's the best way to learn something? It's by doing. And I have to make devlog videos, which is fucking awesome. I'm excited because I was gonna make them anyway. But I think the format was always gonna be up in the air. But like, what's it gonna be? How's it gonna do? At the end of the day, I want to be able to sell this game right on Steam. That's why there's gonna be a Steam page at some point. That's why there's this kind of like effort to make this really cool. It's my first game, right? It's my first game like getting sold on Steam. It's my first game I'm going to be putting up. If anybody ever kind of thinks like, you know, this is going to be stressful, or this is going to be like thought-provoking, all these kind of things that make you feel like, damn, this is a lot, you know, it kind of is. Like, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It kind of is. I don't think about it that much because I'm very, I've worked on a lot of my like mental to just focus on what's happening now. And sometimes, funny enough, you know, it's usually the thing that people tell you to do, like focus on the now, don't focus on the future or past, you know. If you focus on the past, you start kind of like saying, you start kind of asking what if? And then if you focus on the future, something that you can't yet control, then you're just focusing on something that you just, like I said, have no control on. You're just, what are you doing? You know, focusing on the red elephant. So the now is the best time. But I've had a lot of moments, you know, this week and like last week that have just kind of made me feel like a little bit down, because it's like I want to continue working on this game. I love this game a lot, and I love my channel a lot, and I have a cool editor that helps me, and I'm also working on some edits. As you can see from the back, I have a whole fucking setup now, which is awesome. Like, I want to make it as easy as possible to make a video and toss it over, and then hopefully it just gets done. That's what I want, right? But as you can see, with all the working that I'm doing for the videos and stuff, where's the time for the game? So it's hard, man. It's hard. And then there's also like outside stuff, like life stuff that I want to also focus on and like get out of, you know, like, and that stuff, quite frankly, just drains me, bro. Because it's like you're getting three sides of a coin. You're getting like three different kind of like outside forces that are kind of trying to affect me in a way, right? You know, I truly believe in like the thing of like internal is happiness, right? Like I think you can find true happiness by really focusing on the internal, and external forces are usually the ones to bring you negative feelings and emotions. I think if you rely too much on the external to bring you the happiness, you'll find yourself kind of in hot waters. You know, you'll just try to be forcing this thing that you have, quite frankly, no control of. Kind of like when you put your worth on a number. Like, let's say, for example, like on YouTube, right? Like, it's like you put your worth on like subscribers. You put your worth on Twitch, on subs as well. That's not good. You know, that's not good, because what are you gonna do? Sometimes you're gonna have good, sometimes you're gonna have bad, bro. I'm not the one to tell you that you're gonna explode, you're gonna do great, because you're not, right? Like, at the end of the day, if you got something worth, you know, fucking putting a damn and like doing shit. Because I'm gonna be real, like, you can watch all of these videos. At least that's how I've learned. You can watch all of these videos about like this, that, you know, hey, your thumbnail, hey, your title, hey, your actual video, hey, your hook, hey, how do you keep like retention? How do you do like click-through rate, like CTR and shit? Like, bro, all that gets muddled and you learn. It's fucking awesome. I'm not gonna say that it's not, but you have to also just kind of rein yourself back sometimes and just realize that you're doing this for fun. Like, let's kind of like use me as an example. I think right now I've had so much fun making these videos, enjoying myself, and like going into like stream every morning and stuff. And it's been great. Sometimes I stream off morning and I go to Brandsmart UK Games right here. Like I'm editing this video as it's live. um, so one like yeah, so I'm going on and I'm doing all this like, bro, I found myself kind of going too far into the video making, too far into this and that. When, I don't know if you guys remember, if you were here or not, at the beginning of all of this, in the first couple of streams, I said, I was like, this is, or at least, I never actually said it, but, you know, these videos, these channels and stuff, they're my conduits, right? Like these, at the end of the day, and it's I never released that video, but it's gonna come out soon. These are all tools. My YouTube channel is a tool. My streams are a tool. My game engine is a tool and all that. Hell, you could kind of even like, you kind of fucking aim the game as a tool, right? Like, they all have a purpose. My YouTube channel, I want is to kind of show people about my game, give people more insight into like the development and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, there's not a lot of people that enjoy watching game development, you know, on stuff. Like, I think, at least for me, and I might be wrong, right? Like maybe I'm just kind of screaming into like a void and no one's listening, and it is what it is. But I think there is a sense of like, for example, I can think about like 50 different ideas for my gaming channel, right? Like for my, because I could just do random shit and shit that I want to do. It's fun. Not to say that this is not fun, but I think there's a sense of like, I'm making a game. What else can I make to make it more engaging for people to pass by and stuff? Like, quite frankly, like, let's be real. Like, I'm here. I open my Godot every morning and I work on something. At the beginning of the stream, I tell people, hey, this is what we're doing today. We're going to be able to finish it. We're gonna do this. We're gonna work together. So the people in the beginning already instantly understand and feel like, okay, I can do this. Like I'm gonna do this with it. As time goes on, I'm just coding, and that's it. And it's like cool. Like, I think if you're like, maybe, and there's people out there, it's not to say there's not people, I think there's people for everything. So, but I guess depending on the pool that you want to reach, that's where you kind of want. I don't think there's a lot of people that will just stare at a Godot screen and my face in the corner, you know? And I think that's mostly, you know, that's okay, right? Like, I think from what we spoke about, these are just conduits, and I shouldn't force something just so I can get a tool to do something maybe I want, you know? Not to say that the tools are gonna be maybe, it's not to say that the tool needs to work in a certain way for me, because that's why you change tools when you realize that it's not for you. But I guess for this case, I've just seen it work. So I want it to work for me. And I'm gonna do it because I've also been very interested in it for a while. What else? I don't know, bro. It's been a month. This has been like the longest thing that I've done consistently. That has not been like exercise or my first games. You know, like, this has been me going online Monday, Wednesday, Friday, me still going streaming, sometimes after work and shit, which is crazy. Like, I get back from work like at 5:30, and then what? Which I'm blessed, I'm not gonna lie, because there's people that get home like really late. I shower and shit, I eat. By the time I finish, it's like probably 6:30, and then it's like, I go to bed like at 9:30, bro. I go to bed like at 10:15, bro. Like, give myself an hour just to kind of like disconnect. So 9:15. If I'm gonna stream after work, it's to like stream to like 2 or 3 hours. But I enjoy it. There's you gotta you gotta kind of understand what you enjoy about it, because if your enjoyment is getting like having people here and chat talking to you like doing shit, like you are not gonna enjoy it, because that's outside of your kind of shit, bro. Like that's outside of you. You know, like it's interesting. I've seen a couple videos like this, but when you make a YouTube channel and the YouTube algorithm is still trying to find you out and figure you out and stuff, I've noticed that like it's interesting because you don't want to share your videos too much with people because they are not your target audience. And because of that, YouTube's going to have maybe a longer time to figure out how your videos are, because they're getting statistics about people looking up like dolphin dorsal fins, which is weird. I'm saying that as like personal fucking reference. Like for some reason, a lot of people are searching up dolphins and then they go to my video. Don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna complain about the deep dives that people do to get to my videos. You know. But yeah, I'm gonna. It's gonna take a while, right? Like, cause the algorithm stuff. But quite frankly, I wouldn't have changed the way I've done this, and it's very much mostly because I am able to see more than a 0 on my channel views, or yeah, on my videos. Mentally, that helps me a ton. I already have I have low expectations, like if not any, right? Other than the fact that I maybe want whatever the game to like pop off. And even then, like I even said it to my friends, like as long as the game gets 5 sales, I'm good. I'm good. Like I don't like putting expectation on things, because then it's like, again, you're trying to put something, you're trying to put like this emphasis on something that you can't control. Like you can lead things into it, right? You can lead yourself and the thing into possibly succeeding, but you're never going to truly make it 100% able to succeed. And that's okay. Like that's the whole point of life. You're not able to control everything, right? And if you were to, I think you wouldn't have as much fun as you maybe probably would have. It's kind of like where gambling is so like great, you know? You put money into slots, slot makes very nice like dopamine lights, and then you get a random thing, and you're like, was I chosen today or was I not? You know, that's the thought process that people go through. You know, there's a lot to love about like about making art. I think making art and making something that's yours, you know, helps a lot with purpose. There's like a lot of like songs and stuff that I know. There's a song by 21 Pilots called Kitchen Sink. Oh, and I've been kind of like listening to it because I went to their concert and it was fucking epic. But this song's not even in one of their like studio albums. If you don't consider Regional at best the studio album, because I can't find it anywhere, but it is an album. Where it's like you pretty much just want to continuously, I wouldn't say fight, but like if you're lacking on this idea and presence of like a purpose, what you do is pretty much you just start, right? You start, which starting is usually the hard part, right? A lot of people always say that, and I think it's true. I think it's like there's a lot of fear in starting something. I think second to that is like the continuation of something. So like, you know, people always tell you in when you go to like the gym and stuff, they're like, hey, like, yeah, it's great getting up to a point, right? Like where you get your big muscles, but the moment you gotta contain it. The moment you have to kind of like keep it like in maintenance and stuff, like it's a little tougher, right? So it's like a graph or like a pie graph. Yeah, pie graph's a good one. So imagine like the pie graph and like 70 to 80% of it is starting and then the rest of it is there. Not to say that it's gonna be easy, it's still gonna be tough. But there's there's this idea of starting is hard. And I think it's mostly because in the same way that you're going into like an Ironman, or running like a triathlon, it's you against your brain. It's you against your fucking brain. Your brain's constantly telling you, please stop, sit on the sofa, it's gonna be okay. And you don't want to sit on the sofa, you want to keep running. Because you worked hard on it, you want to focus up, you want to do it. It's beautiful, bro, it's beautiful. The human brain, I'm gonna put my burrito. The human brain is powerful, it's great. But it can really take over sometimes. Just gotta kind of let it ride. But yeah. I have, if you guys want to be on, if I want to be honest with y'all, like, there's a couple things that have to be done with the game. You know, it's interesting because I want to make more videos on it, but I have to do a lot of like B-roll and stuff, which is fun. Like I enjoy it, but it just has to be done. So. Oh my God. Dude, I'm so happy I got this camera. I appreciate it a lot. Because I'll give you guys a backstory. So during this isn't my first time streaming or making videos. I started like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And at the time I bought a used Alpha 5100 Sony camera with these lenses, which is fucking awesome. I love this lens. So 1.4 aperture. I forgot the fucking millimeters. I kind of want a wide angle one, but that's gonna be a future thing. One of the coolest things about this is that it's it uses like the removable lens, obviously. But I have this one, which is a ZV-E10 Mark II. And now because of the removable lenses, I was able to switch it over to this one. Long story short, during a move, my actual base, my 5100, it died. Like, that's it. It lived a long life, it tried its best, it died. Which is sad. It worked really well. It did its thing. But I'm so happy about this one. I have left this all on default. I have not done any changes to the ISO, to the aperture, to nothing. I was like, fuck this. When I was doing this, I was changing the ISO, I was doing a lot of shit. I'm not gonna lie, I put the light, obviously I don't have it now because the lights are back there. But I put on the lights, and that shit auto fucking generates and shit's fire. Auto generates. Like, it just fucking works, bro. It's fucking awesome. Oh my God, dude. All right, I kind of want to go through some of the streams and stuff that I've gone through this month, just to kind of take a look at like everything that's happened. And yeah, fuck it, let's do it. Let's start with my first one. Wow, unflattering angle. Wait a second, I put my shit. I'll do it. Oh, except swing is like, I'll do it. Man, if only I was only streaming on Twitch, then I could just put Dance Kevin Dance all the time. All right, yeah. So I just kind of wanted to go through it. Nothing too crazy. So at this point, my game was pretty much kind of done. Like the main functionality, everything was kind of set up at this point. One of the biggest things that I think was kind of like happening was that I was needing to do the refactoring. So at this point, one of the biggest things I wanted to push was, hey, I need to get this refactoring done. I need to set up the state machines and shit. Because without the state machines, I'd be cooked. So as you could see, everything was working to an extent, right? Away, Foul Beast. Like, you would be able to enter. Player 2 would pick the thing, but it wouldn't move. Everything was still in one huge file. The game state machine was already set up. I made this off stream literally the night before. But setting up each one of them, which to this day, I'm not even using all of them. I think I have the shop one and like some other ones that are not even being used. Which I might need to do a little refactoring there too. This right here, I think this is the setup board state actually. See, but like it's hard even watching my own shit. Like not to say I mean I don't have audio on or anything. I watch my own shit, but like this, going through like watching this, like, what do you get from this? I guess I'd have to sound smarter. I'd have to sound a little bit more smart or funnier to maybe get that, which I think would be cool. I'm eating and shit. I'm eating my gummies. But yeah, this was the first one. Created my first game using Godot. Someone ended up entering the chat. I think it was Rando. Shouts to Rando. He was like, "This is your first game?" I was like, "Yeah." First game that I want to release on Steam though. I cheesed this shit, bro. And it started, bro. This is how it started. Working on my first Steam release. 10 Twitch subs, name on credits. Making first Steam game. Around here, I completed it. In a weekish? Yeah, like in a weekish, like a week and a half. I finished the Great Refactoring. This shit took forever. Implementing effects, the effects working. I was thinking of new marble ideas. This was crazy. These two bros setting up the thing, I was so happy. Cause like, it's not every day you fucking just set up something as kind of like straightforward as this, and like it just works. Like Banana finally showing up and shit. I'm not gonna lie, the moment I saw Banana, I was hyped, bro. Holy shit. At that point, we were like working on it. It's been like weeks of like the refactoring. In my head, the really fun part that I was trying to aim for was to set up Banana, or was to set up like effect marbles. Because I think if you tell me like, hey, what's the best part of Balatro? On top of the fact of getting a shit ton of money, it's mostly for me the ability to make your hands like do specific stuff depending on the cards and jokers you have. So the thought of having like Mancala, but now you have all of these special effects that can kind of affect the game that you truly loved and know about, was exceptional. And I think at that point, so when starting Mancala, like the roguelike, Rocala, I was like, okay, like I can make Mancala. I think I can. And, you know, it's a little convoluted, the logic to make things work the way they do, but they work. And me going into it and then figuring out, it was like, when figuring out Mancala, the part after, which was like the run idea, right? Like going on a run with somebody, or going on a run in general, and then figuring out when you fight the boss, when you fight normal people, the normal people that you fight in between, what are they going to themed after? And then that part makes the roguelike part, right? Like you make the Mancala part first, and then you set it up where you can go on a run. So now you got to make this Mancala part repeatable in some way. Once the repeatable Mancala part is set up, You then have this run part that goes, okay, what does it mean to be in a run? What does it mean to be in a roguelike run? Depending on the people you ask, you're gonna get different answers. For example, there's some games that have stores. Most games have stores. But there's some games that have where after 2 or 3 of the wins, they actually just give you something for free. So it really just depends on what you define as like, where you find the priority on like a roguelike. I think for me, what I prioritize in a roguelike is number 1, a store, number 2, a boss, and number 3, multiple rounds. I am not the biggest fan of Endless. I see its value, but in Mancala, I feel like there is a ceiling that can be reached by just playing regular Mancala that I think gets pushed up a little bit more because of the random marbles that you get, like the effect ones. But it's a little bit tricky because it's not that high in my opinion. Like, I don't think the ceiling of difficulty goes up because now you have more effect marbles. Difficulty to me is going to be the hardest thing, I think, to implement in this game. Mostly because I just don't know how to make things harder other than the computer just making amazing moves that'll fuck you up. Like in Passant, for example, it's chess. Chess, hypothetically, has a ceiling. But chess also has multiple ways of playing your moves every turn. Not one turn is like always going to be correct, right? Like even when you have 2 bots fighting each other, like they have best move, but best move also finds other best move and then goes from there. Here it's like, yeah, I could keep playing. Difficulty doesn't stem from, like, for example, having more marbles on the field. That I learned pretty fast. To the point where I want to have a max of marbles on each side. Which I think is okay. Well, I've slept on it a lot because I'm not so much a person to limit. But I'm gonna be real, like this, if I don't limit it, because like I look at Balatro, and Balatro doesn't limit their decks. Balatro says, hey, I'm gonna let you get a fucking 52 card deck, but on top of the 52 cards, you can add however the fuck many you want. And I think that's awesome. I think that's impressive. Like that's fun to be able to do that. But I've also realized that I don't think you could do that for a lot of other roguelike games. Like Passant, for example, Passant has a limited amount of things you can pick up. Passant has 2 rows on the chessboard and that's it, which is a very, very alike of like how chess is, just in general, where you have 2 rows and then you go off. So like, what does that mean, right? Like, what does that mean for me, for example, where it's like, Mancala has 6 circles on your side, 6 circles on the other side. And yeah, you can have, bro, you can buy as many. There was a time I bought like 50 fucking marbles. Bro, but those 50 marbles, like, I'm not gonna lie, it sucked. Because it was slow. So I had like 30 in one hole, picked one and went clack, 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 clack. Well, would speed help it? I don't think so. I think if I made the dropping faster, it wouldn't change anything because there's still more turns. The other thing too is that how am I going to find a way to adapt the computer to have more marbles than what they currently have to adapt for the amount of marbles I currently have? Let's say I have 50. Bro, they're never going to get to 50. At least with the logic I put in, they're not going to get to 50. Would I even want them to get to 50? I'd rather them have cool cards in play. I'm just gonna put fucking sessions on. I'd rather have them have cool, dude, I don't want you here. What do you? You're gonna be small. I'd rather have them have a select, let's say 20 marbles, right? Which I think it's like 4 in each, and it's 4 times 6. So I take 24. Let's say they have 24 to go with the regular Mancala rules, right? So you have 24 marbles on each side. I'd rather you have 24 very highly specifically chosen Mancala pieces, marbles, than have 75 where 2 of them are bananas and like 73 of them are standard marbles. I don't think that's fun. I don't think that's fun. And I wouldn't want that in the game. So I'm leaning towards capping it. I'm leaning towards 24. But here's the dildo. If I'm going to have a limit of 24, then for 100% chance, I need to have the act of deleting out of the deck. You cannot expect to have a limit there, but not have deleting. So, and because of that, deleting also can't scale as much as it usually does in other games. There's like that dice game, the dice roguelike, which is fucking awesome. That game is super sick. It's not Dice with Death. It's the other one. Dice a Million, I think it's called. It might be. Where that game, you can remove dice from your deck, which is fucking awesome. That's fucking what I want. I want the actor removing for a deck. But here's where it gets a little sticky. Every deletion ups the price of deleting, which is completely fine. I think, like, especially in that one where it's like, you can have a shit ton in your deck, bro. You can have a shit ton of dice. So you can actually just buy a crap ton. And in some way, you also gotta kind of get punished for the fact that you went in and like bought too many, right? I could see that. I could see that being sick. But not for Mancala. No. Dice a Million has a specific kind of format where it throws out the dice. I think like you pick from like a selection of 6 or 8. You pick like however many you want. They have combos to each other so they get more. And your whole point is that you're trying to just fucking figure it out. So here comes the thing. Gah! If Mancala has a limit on the amount of marbles that you can have 24, does that mean that the enemy will always have 24? It gets really ugly because I think the game can last long with 24. I don't want to make somebody play 9 games straight of really long Mancala. I could limit it even more. You know, like these type of thoughts. So I used to read somewhere that like one of the things that suck a lot is you put a lot of time and effort into a game for you to reach the end and you kind of realize that it's not fun. I want to make a game that even me in Godot testing things out would be fun. I think I have to also be fair with myself and understand that just because I have... Bro, this is the fucking bot. I gotta do the auto mod shit. I don't want to fucking deal with the shit. I gotta understand that even with the idea that this... Like, I think this is gonna be fun, right? I've had my friends play it, and quite frankly, I appreciated them for me even fucking being able to be there for me and play it. But I don't know if this yeah, I'm gonna have to like fucking fix this shit up, I'm not gonna lie. Sorry guys, I was like deleting that guy. Anyways. Sure. I know it's going to be fun. And even if it's not going to be fun, I'm very thankful for what it's taught me. Bro, can I like evaporate you, random citizen? Oh. Whatever. I gotta work on the auto mod. Anyways, I don't know if it's gonna be fun. As in, like, I don't know if other people are gonna have fun. I have fun. I have fun playing it. I have fun when I get a bunch of like cool marbles, and I have the ability to like when I feel the best when I get the double points marble, and I just keep tossing it, and it just keeps going waka 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 waka. That shit to me is cool. That shit to me is fun. I also see how much that breaks the game, because the computer also needs to kind of take advantage of that to be able to win. So you hypothetically kind of sort of already win just from, you know, you already kind of sort of win just from picking the really good marbles and then just going with it, which, I mean, kind of happens with everybody, right? It's like, that's just kind of the point. So what does it take? What does it take to finish a game? It takes a lot of fucking time. It takes a lot of perseverance. And it takes a lot of consistency. The thing will be made. Yes or yes. Whether I make it or not, doesn't matter. But it will be made. And I want to make sure that I'm the one that makes it. Because I think it'll be fun. I watch people like Danny, bro. And I've felt the feeling of sharing something I've made with people. And I love it, right? I love that. But I'm not going to use that as my sole pushing point, because if I do that, then I won't be happy. Because then I'm putting too much emphasis on other people's emotions towards the thing I made, more than the fun and enjoyment that I had throughout making it. And what I'm saying with all of this is that Bro-Kala's still gonna be made. So I'm fucking excited. But I need to make some very, very important game design choices that I think will be made after my friends play the game, just so I can have an idea and maybe feel a little less stuck. It's crazy having too many having way too many freaking marbles just cooks it, bro. Cooks the game. Let's just play. I say fuck it, let's just play. Oh yeah, I was in the middle of tutorials. I hope like, well, I'm in standard, so. Oh my god. Yeah, I figured all the fucking tutorial shit's gonna happen, so let me just pop this shit up. But like now this is all 4. This is Mancala, bro. Like I'm playing Mancala. It's sick. I do the 4. I do the 5. Mind explodes. Fucking the cha-ching. This is awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do this one. Bro, I blew it up and I got turn again. Yoink. Like, is it just me or is this already like too long? No. It's fine. whole thing. Oh, damn it. Ooh, go again. It's forced. Let's go 3. Oh, zombie. Oh, never mind. Oh my god, he took everything from me. And I still won, bro. So like, for example, here. These are just standard marbles. Do I really care about the color that much? You know, do I really like? I don't really. I don't really care about it enough to like want to do that. And then now, like, this is past 4. It's just different. Oh, get fucked! Holy shit, I got kicked there. Yeah, I don't know. I just gotta like wait it out, play it out. I wish this bug wasn't existing anymore, and I think that's just something I'm gonna have to like lock in and do. But I hate that there's marbles on the other one instead of just keeping it here in the circle, bro. I got 5 here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Dude, if I do this, damn it. Oh my god, I think he's gonna take my shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. This is fine. There we go. Alright, this is good. This is good. I have 16, I just gotta keep it. I just realized. It's not gonna keep it. Fuck me, bro. Whatever. 16, let's go. Damn, bro, I gave him a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Bro, I'm about to take some. Ah, you motherfucker. I didn't realize he had a fucking extra one. Get the fuck over here, bro. Ooh, this one. Ooh, I cooked him. What's he gonna do? 3? Oh, he goes again. Motherfucker. Alright, we're chilling. We're chilling because these two guys just gotta go. I want you to take my shit. This is mine. That's it. $243, bro. From the fucking money one. Ooh, go again. 6,000. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about. Look at this. Look at this. This is a mess. This is a mess. It's a mess. And like it's not fun. Okay, it is pretty funny though. It's funny because it's like shit's activating over and over again. But I feel like it's like it kind of loses to me the mind games of Mancala. I've removed so much of the mind, holy shit. Do I? I do, that's crazy. Because I hit the mine and I put it on the other side, it's already like cooked. Yo, my shit's fucking like about to explode. Dude, I can't fit all of them. It's like trickling out. That's what I'm saying, bro. It looks crazy. Holy shit. Look at this. There has to be a better way, bro. There has to be. Fucking shit. This is insane. Holy shit. Yo, let's go again. Dude, I'm 44, dude. Holy shit, dude, I robbed this guy. Oh my god, he has 11, bro. I have so many go agains. I have so many go agains, bro. Oh my fucking god. I won. If I had go again working, I would have had like $1 million, dude. 7,540, bro. Holy fucking shit, I'm gonna have so much. I'm gonna have so many fucking rolls. It's gonna be insane. 740 is gonna be my hard cutoff, guys. I wanna get some food and shit, eat up before I go to work. Happy Friday to everybody that celebrates and shit too. I'm really happy. If you're watching the VOD or if you're here, I appreciate you for real. It's really early. I don't expect people to come and shit. But I just had to really ramble today. Cause like honestly, you know, it's very easy to kind of lose yourself after a whole like month of working on this, and that's not even including all the work I did outside of that month before I started streaming. I love it, man. I love this shit. Even through all that talking, I kind of realized playing now that I'm like, man, I love this game. This is my game, and I love it. I'm having fun, even if I'm about to break the living crap out of it right now, because it's the first time that's ever happened to me, where I had like an insane run. I will say though, I'm going to have to either limit the money or I need to scale a shop. I don't know how I'm gonna scale a shop though. I'm wondering if I could scale it like depending on the amount that you have. I can't fucking do this, my fucking fingers hurt. Uh-oh. Holy baloney! Well, I wanted a, not the banana, bro. I wanted a funny thing for the next video, so I'll probably take this. Holy shit. Dude, the game's, the turn's still going, by the way. Oh my god, finally. I don't even know what's happening. Dude, it blew up like... Oh my god, bro, this shit's crazy. All right, yeah, it's 7:40, bro. As much as I want to keep going with this run, I gotta go. Truly, I appreciate you guys so much. If you can, please leave a like. Please subscribe. I'll come back Monday. Continue working. If you guys have any ideas, bro, whether it be for the game or whether it be for like the streams and stuff, please don't hesitate to just message me and shit. Anything that'll help me kind of make these videos more entertaining for y'all, but also allow me to work. I appreciate every single one of y'all for real. Have a good one, alright? Stay safe out there.